Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making this Christmas lantern with items you can find at your local Dollar Tree. So the supplies that you're going to need are one of these medium-sized cardboard cookie boxes. You can also purchase these craft sticks. You're going to need one large one and 8 regular-sized popsicle sticks. Then we are also going to need one of these tin cookie boxes. We're going to need some hot glue, some scissors, and a marker. We're also going to need some craft foam. I chose to use these round ones, some accessories to decorate it with. You're going to need the handle to this dustpan. You're also going to need some of these garland wire ties, a pillar candle. Make sure it is battery operated. Some of this sticky laminate that you can find at Dollar Tree, but I did choose to use this one just because I like the look of it better. I found that at Walmart. And you're going to need 2 plastic napkin rings from Dollar Tree, or you can use a paper towel roll, the cardboard insert, which you'll see in the video. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take our large popsicle stick and we're going to trace this around the sides and the bottom of the box on all 4 sides. So the reason we're going to do this is going to give us our border so we know where to cut, and we want all of our sides to be equal so that it's not just kind of cattywampus and all over the place, which would be the case if I didn't measure here. So I chose to use the popsicle stick, the large one, just because it seemed like the perfect size. So like I said, you're going to do all 4 sides of that, and then later on we are going to need to know where the center of this box is at. So I did mark it here just to show that, you know, we're going to need to find the center. I ended up covering this with the contact paper before I cut the hole, so you might want to wait until after you put the contact paper on to find out where the center of the bottom of the box is here. But either way, it doesn't matter. Go off, and now I'm just going to cut the sides of this box apart. So I'm just going to cut down the lines that I drew on both sides here, and then I'm going to use a X-Acto knife just because it was easier. My scissors were a little bit too big to get down at the bottom there, and then cut along the bottom, and we're going to cut out all 4 sides here. So the next thing we're going to do then is cut out the lid of our box. So I just took the popsicle stick, and this is how I measured. I just did it on the side and the top on both sides here, and then I took it and laid it horizontally here across the top, and then we're going to cut that center piece out right there. So then I used my scissors for the sides here, and then again I used the razor blade to finish off the top section. I could have used the razor blade for both, but I just changed the razor blade. I needed it for something else. I didn't want to dull the blade too quickly, so I just used it for the sides there. So cut out both sides, and now using your popsicle stick again, you're just going to measure both edges here to make sure it will fit on the box. Then measure up across the angle and up on the other side, and then you're going to cut that little triangle out of the center right there. I went ahead and just used my scissors to cut this out. So then I just cut out the contact paper. I didn't cut out enough to wrap all the way around just because I wanted to be able to still stick my hand down inside of it as I wrapped it, so that I would be able to, you know, get inside and manipulate it without it sticking all over me. So you're basically just going to wrap this with the contact paper to make it look like it is a wood grain lantern here. And so it's a little bit time consuming, but it's really not that hard. You just have to take your time because, you know, it's sticky, and if you go too fast, you're just going to kind of get it all over and have a lot of wrinkles, but it really wasn't that difficult. So for the sides, I would just cut down the center here on both sides and leave enough to fold over the little pieces that are sticking up the sides of the box, and then that center section there I would just fold down over the middle and cover the bottom. And so it's all done here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same steps here just to cover the top of the box. And I try to like line up the lines a little bit, or try to keep them pretty straight. And once that was done, I just went ahead and attached this to the box. I did hot glue this back together. Now you're going to need the medium size box, because if you use the larger pillar candles, the battery operated ones from Dollar Tree, it will not fit back in the lantern. So make sure you get the larger size boxes. So then take your popsicle sticks and cover them with the contact paper. And now we're going to just make the little X's that go across the sides of the lantern here. So you're going to want to glue one on the inside and one on the outside, just because if not, it won't stick to it doesn't stick to the box right. It kind of lifts up off the box, and you can tell it's not sitting on there, and so it just worked out a lot better this way. So what I did is I ended up going around and I glued all the inside ones in first, and then I glued the outside ones on last, and it was easier to make a nice X here. so that it looked, you know, like it was in the right place. So then we're going to do the bottom part of the lantern. So all we're going to do here is use some hot glue and glue our foam together. We need this to fill up the box, and this is going to hold our stick. So then I took the handle part off of the broom dustpan handle, and it has that little top on there. I just used that and shoved it down into the foam, and it made the perfect size hole for later on for me to shove the stick down inside to hold it in. Then I took some Sharpies and I just drew, you know, measured the box down the side so I could cut it down to size and make sure it's going to fit into the box snug. So once I was done with that, I just did the same process here. I just covered it with the contact paper